the software that we use, we use Pharaoh's Scene software, and this is a criminal case that we're working on, and this particular scan has probably, if I remember correctly, just shy of 500 million data points in this scan, and that's a lot. And just this scan takes about 8 gigabytes of RAM to be able to load, and we'll discuss computer hardware here in a minute. But so then what we do is we use the Pharaoh Scene software to align the scans, to colorize the scans. If you look here, some of these lines are when vehicles were passing by during the scan, and so you can basically see a profile of the vehicle as they passed by, and you can also capture people standing in. This happens to be, I believe, a person standing in the scan. So you can take that out either in Pharaoh Scene or other softwares. We also use software called, it's made by a company called Alice Labs, and it's called Studio Clouds. This particular case, this is a criminal case that we worked on in South Georgia. This is a color scan. And Alice Labs is a really good company. They've actually partnered with Pharaoh. Pharaoh is basically a reseller for Studio Clouds at this point. And what Studio Clouds does, it's another software that you can use to, for instance, you can draw rudimentary geometry within Studio Clouds, and then you can export it to a different software package if you choose to. And then this very same scan, so this is the Pharaoh scan, or I should say, I think this may have been done with a competitor, but this is viewing this scan in the Studio Clouds software. And as you can see, you can rotate around very quickly and visualize things in 3D. Now, this same scan in 3D Studio Max, which is the next piece of software that we use in the pipeline, we can then import this Studio Clouds file. And as you can see, I mean, it's quite expansive. Now, we set up a clip box so that we can eliminate, or I should say limit, the amount of data points that we will access. But then within 3D Studio Max, then we can add animation. So in the perspective of an accident reconstructionist, this could easily be a vehicle, meaning a regular road vehicle as opposed to a tractor. And then we can also animate those inside of the terrain, incorporating the cloud, the point cloud. So as you can see, here is this tractor in the point cloud, and we can see how we can make sure that the point cloud lines up. I should say the object lines up with the point cloud in question. And in this particular case, there were some shots fired, and so we can actually go back and line up the trajectories of the shots. And the same concept is applicable to vehicular cases where someone will say, well, this was the path of the vehicle, and then you can either prove or disprove that. It's very, very useful to visualize these in 3D.